Hi guys, and I have in front of me a completed Sanguinius, and I'm real happy about it, if I'm completely honest. I've been wanting to paint this for quite a while, but I've made sure that I finished other things before, and yeah, what a beautiful mini it is indeed. From Skybor, if you haven't seen my previous videos on this, and that's about SCIBOR, and yeah, it's brilliant, and it's such a it's a pure beast of a mini. I'll try and put a Space Marine right next to it so you get a sense of scale. So there you go, you got your standard Space Marine there, and then you got Sanguinius, and just like how all the fluff goes, is obviously a little bit beefier than your average Marine, and I think it's turned out really well. I'm going to go over a few things that I wanted to do with this mini. Well, the first thing is I wanted the armour to look similar to the concept art in the Collective Visions, and I think it's the second or third page in the big red book of the 40k rule book, and he's wearing super awesome gold armour. And now you've got a few ways. You could have gone with your standard metallics, or you could have gone with non-metallic metal, and as I previously said, although it does look really nice, you lose a lot of effectiveness with non-metallic metal as you turn it round. So what I've actually gone for here is the same technique that people would use for non-metallic metal, how they highlight each section of an armour, making sure that wherever the light would hit, they'd be adding a lighter colour, and you'd be using browns and beiges. You probably wouldn't even be using yellows, to be quite honest. But what I did, I used the liquid gold range from Vallejo, and I used copper, red gold, old gold, gold and silver, and combining all those and mixing them, I actually tried to create that same sort of look but in real metallics, and I think the overall look is it really is stunning, and that's mainly due to the quality of those metallics there. Now, it took me a long time to do. I'm not even going to lie. Using those metallics is much more time consuming than your standard metallics, and you do have to be really careful because you don't want the paint to go down thick there. So yeah, but way worth it in the end. I personally believe. I think the result's really nice. What I did, let's get this Space Marine out of the way. Here, this was a lot of stippling and dry brush type work, because I wanted the stone head there that was on there to look pretty authentic, or as authentic as I could possibly make it. And the cloak there, I used an airbrushing technique with a paintbrush. What I do is I pre-shade it with blacks, greys and whites. Then I go over the whole cape with one colour, with one red, which I think was scarlet red, and then that picks up all the shading and the highlighting that I did in the pre-stage shading stage. Then I go back in with a brush and I'll highlight it with white, or the folds, and some of the creases I might go back in those with like a dark grey, and then I'll hit it back over again with the airbrush, and it'll give it a really, I mean the camera's probably not picking it up, but the folds, I've got a really lovely subtle highlight. Hopefully the photographs will pick that up. And what I did on the sword is I used a toothbrush, and I flicked the paint on the sword there, and what the paint is, it's actually Vallejo inks, and it's very similar to the GW old school inks they did before the wash range, and it leaves a gloss varnish finish, and to get it that really deep dark blood colour, I mixed purple, red and black, the tiniest bit of black into the mix there, and I also added that around. You probably might catch it there on the back of the Chaos Demon head there. But yeah, it's just stunning. Let's go up to the wings a little bit, and you can see the wings are fairly straightforward. What I did with the wings was I washed them with a mixture of Ajamune, I'm not even going to say it, GW Blue wash, and a little bit of Batter Black. And after that, I went with a dry brush of model colour white, and then over that I did literally each individual leaf was then hand highlighted with white with a brush, because if you dry brush the whole thing, it'll leave it with like a chalky finish. But yeah, let me know what you think. Do you think this is a close representation of Sanguinius? Would you have done anything different? Just let me know. This obviously is going to be the most important mini in the campaign that I'll be taking part in, so I really wanted to lavish this dude with some a really fine detail. So let me know what you think, guys, and I'm going to tack some photos on the end, and yeah, I've got some really cool stuff coming up just before I go. I've got a big commission coming up, so stay tuned over the coming weeks. You should see some really cool stuff. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you.